So, Finland's in the middle of a major shakeup of its online gambling laws. The goal is simple: make it safer for players. But, and this is the interesting part, there's a big debate brewing over whether this well-intentioned plan could actually backfire and put players in more danger, not less. All right, let's get into it.
And yeah, this is the central question, isn't it? How can a set of rules designed with nothing but safety in mind end up doing the complete opposite? It's a real paradox, and honestly, it gets to the heart of a huge challenge for regulators everywhere.
Okay, so first things first, let's be really clear about what the Finnish government is actually trying to accomplish with this whole thing. The main goal is to guide every player into what you might call a safe zone, a single, supervised market where all the operators are licensed and have to follow super strict safety rules. The whole idea is to get everyone playing inside this protected space, away from the sort of Wild West of the unregulated internet. So, how do you actually build this safe zone? Well, the government's plan really boils down to a couple of very specific and very tight new rules. And these are the two big ones causing all the debate. First, a total ban on affiliate marketing. We're talking about those comparison sites that review and link out to different gambling companies. Second, they want to put strict limits on the kinds of bonuses and promotions that the legal sites can even offer. The logic seems simple, right? Less marketing, fewer flashy deals should equal safer gambling. But as you'll see, it might not be that straightforward. This brings us to the potential problem here, the big unintended consequence. And it all comes down to one key concept, something called channelization. So what on earth is channelization? Well, you can think of it as the #1 report card for any gambling regulation. It's simply the percentage of players who are using the safe, legal sites compared to those who are going to the unregulated, offshore black market. A high channelization rate means your system is working. A low rate, well, it means it's failing. This quote from Marcus Canerva really just hits the nail on the head. Players do not disappear when regulation tightens, they migrate. See, the argument here is that you can't just pass a law and expect people's behavior to magically change. If the official, regulated market gets too restrictive, players don't just stop playing, they just find somewhere else to go.
And this lays out the choice players are left with perfectly. On one side, you have the licensed Finnish market. Super safe, great consumer protection, but limited bonuses, and it's actually harder to find because of the marketing ban. On the other side, you've got the black market. Absolutely zero protection for you as a player, but they're throwing massive bonuses at you and they're everywhere. So here's the crucial question. If you make the safe option less appealing, are you accidentally making the dangerous one look a whole lot better?
So, who's the one raising this alarm? Well, this perspective is coming from a group with a front row seat to the action, and they have a pretty different idea about how to handle this. This whole argument comes from a group called Turvalliset nettikasinot.fi. Now, for full transparency, they are an affiliate platform. That means they operate in the exact space the government is looking to ban. Their whole job is comparing licensed online casinos for Finnish players.
Their argument is that responsible affiliates are actually a vital part of a healthy, safe market. They say their role isn't just advertising, it's about being a guide for players. Creating transparent comparisons, explaining all the confusing terms and conditions, and this is the big one, actively steering people towards the safe, licensed sites and away from the shady, unlicensed ones.
And they're not just pointing out the problem, they're actually proposing a solution, a different path forward. Step 1, instead of an outright ban, license and supervise affiliate marketers with a clear set of rules. Step 2, allow the legal sites to offer responsible bonuses so they can actually stay competitive. And step 3, actively monitor the black market to get real hard data on whether the reforms are actually working. And all of this, it brings us to the fundamental dilemma. And this isn't just a challenge for Finland, this is something regulators all over the world have to wrestle with.
This final thought really gets to the core of it all, doesn't it? Regulation has to be built on how people actually behave, not on how we hope they'll behave. Because if the safe, legal path is made too difficult or unattractive, people won't just stop. They'll just find another path, one that's in the shadows.
Which leaves us all with a question that is so much bigger than just gambling in Finland. I mean, think about online content, finance, public health. In any area where rules are needed, where is that line? At what point do rules designed to protect us become a kind of prohibition that accidentally pushes people toward the exact risks we were trying to stop? Where do you draw that line?